Sorry guys, I'm just getting my notes together. In the meantime, what's up with all the dislikes? I don't know, I've just noticed that reviewers tend to get a lot more dislikes when it comes to reunion specials. Why is that? Why is everyone in their feelings? I'm just saying what I'm seeing, okay? Now, obviously, people are going to agree to disagree, but I mean, damn! All those dislikes, I'm not even being offensive, so what the fuck? Anyway, let me stop. Okay, let's get into this. So, welcome to the Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 8 episode, I don't know, Reunion Part 3 review by me, Dominique. Okay, so, I'm going to try and make this as quick as possible because I'm so glad this shit's over. Alright, so Nene joins the ladies, jumpsuit and all. I mean, she's looking alright, she's looking good, okay, whatever. So Andy gets into the whole conversation of, why did you come back? And, you know, wait, why did she come back? Okay, I must have missed that part. Maybe that's why I get dislikes. Okay, I don't know why she came back, but all we know is she's at a very good place in her life, okay? She's at a good place in her life, she's happy. That's why she came back. She came back because, one, she's been on this show forever, okay? It's her baby. She's been an original castmate. So, you know, basically, she came back because she needed some money, okay? You know, she's rich and all that shit, but, you know, hey, another check couldn't hurt, right? So that's why she came back. So then we get into the whole Cynthia, Nene, and Kenya friendship. Love triangle, whatever that was, okay? And yeah, basically, the whole thing is Nene and Cynthia's friendship can't be compared, okay? So, you know, for the first half of the season, we saw how Kenya took up for Cynthia. You know, Kenya was just like throwing Cynthia parties, just being there for Cynthia when she was going through her hard time with Peter. And then all of a sudden, Nene comes out of nowhere and Cynthia's jumping for joy and she kind of kicks Kenya to the curb and, you know, her and Nene kind of, I don't know, regain their friendship, and then they're just bosom buddies once again. And Kenya's like, but bitch, I was there for you. You know, and then Cynthia's like, yeah, but okay, but, you know, Nene's my best friend. You know, my best friend. You know, we're not best friends. You know, I'm still getting to know you. I'm still getting to know you. That's what it is, Kenya. I'm still getting to know you. And everyone's like, not really, because, I mean, you and Kenya have seemed pretty close. Alright, but obviously Cynthia kind of, you know, clears that all up. She says, no, she didn't mean it like that, but obviously her and Nene are best friends. That's what it is. They've had, you know, a very long friendship. They've been through something. Obviously, they stopped talking for 2 years because it was serious, but they regained that friendship. And, you know, yeah, they're best friends. However, that doesn't take away from the fact that Kenya's been a great friend, a great support to her. And, you know, Kenya's her good friend. Not her best friend, but her good friend. You know, they addressed Kenya's statement about how she felt that Nene was a backstabber, because obviously Nene said some very, very, very hurtful things about Cynthia once, you know, their friendship went down. Alright, she said some very hurtful things. She called Peter a bitch, obviously. That's how the whole thing started. And, you know, yeah, Nene said some things. However, Nene's just like, Kenya, this has nothing to do with you, though. You have no right to call me a backstabber because you're not in this friendship. This is A and B, so you need to see yourself out. This ain't got nothing to do with you. And that's the thing with Kenya. I understand where she's coming from, but sometimes, no, not sometimes, all the time, she feels the need to commentate on everyone else's situation when you ain't even been in it, okay? Making side comments, always feeling the need to chime in. Just shut the fuck up sometimes. Okay, is that going to earn me another dislike? Okay, go ahead and dislike then, shit. We get into more Manor vs. Chateau Charest, the house that never was. Alright guys, honestly, these two houses, I've heard enough about it, okay? More Manor was introduced to us this season, so okay, I'm not even gonna read Kenya for that, but Chateau motherfucking Charest, bitch. It's been 84 years, huh? That shit still ain't built. Now, I know it takes ages to build a house. Okay, I don't know because I ain't built a house, but I assume it takes very long to build a house. Alright? But the fact that Charest keeps saying, yeah, you know, we're going to be moving in, you know, in a couple of months. It's been a couple of months for 84 years. If you ain't going to move in, just tell us. Alright? Jeez. Neither of their houses are finished. None of the houses are finished, okay? We've seen some pictures from Kenya's, you know, manor. She's got the flooring in, and apparently she's redecorating, so, I don't know, but according to her on the reunion, they were going to move in next, you know, the following week, so in a week's time, they were going to be in that house. And obviously Matt was moving into. So, yeah. if she's in More Manor right now, well then congratulations, Kenya, well done. And if not, no one cares. Alright, moving on to Portia and Phaedra's friendship. So obviously we've seen that these two have gotten very, very close, especially in this season. You know, they've always been friends, but they've got extremely close. And you know what? I'm here for the two Ps, okay? I'm here for the two Ps. I'm here for their friendship. They have a very good time together, and I feel like they bring out the best in each other. You know, yeah. I like that friendship. Okay, Candy, I know you mad, girl. Oh, you're not bothered, right? Okay, we'll get to you in a minute, because I had enough of your fucking ass this entire reunion. You and your husband. Oh. Alright, but yeah, so they're obviously referred to as frickin' frat. And, you know, it just shows how Portia brought out the sexier side in Phaedra. So, you know, Phaedra's able to let her hair down, you know, wearing all those skimpy ass bikinis and outfits, you know, going lingerie shopping. And, you know, Portia, you know, Phaedra kind of brings out the more, I was going to say mature side, but no. The more kind of, okay, I don't know what side Phaedra brings out of Portia, but they just work. It's nice. It's very nice, okay? Both two women letting their hair down, okay? Both ain't got men anymore. I don't see the problem. So then Andy asked Candy if she's bothered. Obviously, Candy's like, no, I'm not going to do it. Candy's not bothered, okay? However, you know, so she doesn't really care about the whole Phaedra and Portia situation. She's glad they're friends, but obviously she wishes that her and Phaedra were at a good point too. You know, she misses how their friendship was. And I was like, well, you're going to be missing that friendship for a long time, because you're not getting it back. Especially not after this episode. You're not getting it back. No. All my hope and faith went out the window after watching this reunion. Okay, no way. If I was Phaedra, I would never want to be Candy's friend again. No, I'll get into that. Alright. So then, yeah, the ladies discuss Phaedra's two sides, okay? Her hoochie side and then her church wear side. And they don't get it, because one minute she's with Kim saying, oh, yes, you know, oh, I love class, you know, oh, church, yes, child, oh, yeah, please. And then the other side, she's twerking it for Jesus, you know, wearing her bikinis and shit with Phaedra, no, with Portia. And just, you know, yeah, it's just two different sides, and everyone just doesn't really know what to make of it. And, you know, Kim then says, I understand. And everyone's like, excuse you? Weren't you the one that said, you know, there needs to be more class? And now you're saying you understand? And Kim's like, no, but it's a different thing. You know, obviously, you know, I would want to see class at social events. But this was the beach. And I'm like, you can't say shit with these ladies, okay? Because they'll read you for filth about damn near anything. All right? Yeah. So then they get into Portia's change in character as well. So obviously after she was let off the leash, okay, because you know how Cordell had her on a tight leash, okay, she couldn't do shit, alright, she had to be in bed by 8, had to have breakfast, lunch and dinner ready at a certain time, had to give him sex, yeah, she was a Stepford wife, okay, so, you know, that stopped her from going out with the girls, you know, she felt some type of way, oh, stripper club, no, I can't go, but now all of a sudden, Cordell's out of the picture. She's going to wherever. She's twerking it for whoever. She's dating whomever. Okay, she's just letting it all hang out. She's doing what she has to do. And I understand Portia, alright? I get it. She's finding herself and she's having a good time. And, you know, people keep kind of calling her a fuck and all this stuff. And it's just like... okay, you know, and she feels judged, and it's like, girl, you know what show you're on, okay? Yes, you're gonna feel judged, all right? But I don't see nothing wrong. So then the men eventually join the ladies, you know, they get to talking to Matt. You know, ever since someone said he looks like a moose, I see nothing but moose. I see wildebeest as well. You know, he's handsome, but he looks like a wild beast. But anyway, they get to talking to him, and he says, yes, he is in love with Kenya. Kenya says she's in love with him too. And you know what, guys? Aside from all the mess that Kenya gives us day in and day out, I love their relationship. I'm so happy for her. Clearly, this woman has issues, okay? She has abandonment issues. I don't know what the... She's just fucked up in so many ways. So to have someone there for her that really loves her, guys, I'm so happy. I'm so happy for her, honestly. And I hope her and Matt stayed together for a very long time. I hope they have kids. I hope they have the whole shebang. They deserve it. Well, she deserves it. So then they start talking about Sheree and Bob and how, you know, they have come a very long way, because the last time we saw them on screen, she was throwing water at his big neck, you know? And she just says, well, yeah, you know, they're growing up and she wants things to kind of be on the civil, you know, they're working things out, guys. I don't know if they're fucking, I don't know. It seems like it, because obviously Andy pulls out the fact that, you know, Bob's been trying to get it at her. You know, we watched him well, not this entire season, but, you know, a few episodes in, and he's just been trying to get at Sheree all kinds of ways, okay? She even kissed him at the Christmas party. So, you know, I'm happy for them too. I really am, because from what we've seen of Bob this season, he's been funny, he's been nice, and yeah, I'm all here for growth. Okay. Moving on. So, then they get into the whole Chris situation, okay? So they talk about Kim's husband and how the ladies, or how Kenya called him Chrissy, and, you know, that whole messy ass bullshit, okay? So what happens? Andy asked Chris, you know, how did you feel about it? And honestly, Chris is like, it doesn't bother me. I'm secure with who I am. I know who I am. I'm happy with who I am. And that's it. I have my wife. I have my kids. Yes, I'm in this profession. And yes, there are gay people in it. And I love them too. But I am fine. Okay? And I'm not bothered. And I love the way Chris handles his situations. You know? He doesn't feed into shit. And it's alright from what we've seen. So that's what he says. And then, you know, then he brings up the fact that, why did Kenya call him Chrissy? Which one of their mutual friends refers to him as Chrissy? And Kenya's like, it wasn't just me though, okay? We all poked fun at the situation, alright? We all poked fun at it. And then Andy's like, okay, but why did you do that? And then Kenya was like, well, you know, earlier that day, he displayed some very fruity-like behavior on the bus, okay? He just let it out on all of us. He started shouting. He was like, everybody turn down the air conditioning, okay? Turn it down, alright? And then Nina was like, oh, really? Was that a read? And he was like, yes, bitch, that was a read, okay? So obviously we didn't see that. We didn't see that part, but that's what happened. So that's why the ladies were kind of poking fun at him, calling him Chrissy and saying he's a bit, you know, sassy and all of that. And it was just a whole lot of just, alright? And yeah, you know, Chris basically had a bitch fit, okay? And yeah. So that's what happens. And, you know, the whole thing about it is, regardless of them joking or not, they all still kind of participated in that, alright? Apart from, you know, Sheree, kind of, and Cynthia. And, you know, whether you guys were joking or not, you were all responsible for what you did. But, you know, the ladies apologized. Everyone apologized except for Kenya. And you know how Kenya is? Well, you know, they did this to me, so I don't feel like I need to apologize. No, bitch, apologize. Just apologize, okay? Because what you did was wrong at the end of the day. You were calling someone out of their name. You know he's not gay. Kenya then gives her struggle-like apology. She's like, okay, well, if you felt offended, alright, if you felt like I was, alright, well, no, bitch, that's not an apology. And Andy's like, what kind of shitty-ass apology was that? Do it again. And she's like, okay, I apologize, Christopher. If you felt, no, girl, just say sorry, Christopher. I was out of line. The end, okay? Shit. Moving on. So, we get into the whole who called the feds situation, okay? Alright? Who called the feds? Who called the po-po on Candy, Todd, Cynthia, and Peter? Was it Phaedra? No, it wasn't. And it wasn't all of us saying this shit. Of course it wasn't Phaedra, even though, you know, it could have been Phaedra, but it really wasn't, because it wasn't that deep, was it? Alright? Who called the popo? It was the fucking CIA, or the service, what they called. Basically, nobody called the popo, okay? The popo, however, were watching watch what happened live. Yeah. Hold on for a second. So you mean to tell me the Secret Service watched that? Is that what y'all doing? Huh? Ain't you guys supposed to be solving crimes and shit? Is that what you're doing? But I guess you did solve a crime by doing that. You did. Okay. But damn, shit. So they be watching reality TV shows and everything. Okay. So that's how the police got involved, okay? They were watch What Happens Live, or whatever that show's called. And, you know, it was brought to their attention that Apollo's stolen items, or whatever they were in, you know, both Candy and Todd's and Cynthia and Peter's houses. So that's how they got there, and Cynthia explained that. And then, you know, Andy then basically asked Candy, so what? So did you think it was Phaedra? And Candy just says that basically, yes, she thought it was Phaedra that called the police, because at the time they were at a very bad point, and it was just kind of a coincidence, you know, because they had an altercation the day before, and then the next day the police was over at their house talking about taking possessions and shit. And it really hurt my feelings, because Phaedra kind of broke out of her whole character. She was like, Candy, out of all the years we've been friends, you really think I would do that to you? You really think I would call the police on you? You have a child. I wouldn't do that. And Candy's like, well, Candy's like, well, you have done some very strange things. Okay, you have done some things to me, alright? And I'm like, oh, Candy, you're so petty. You're so fucking petty. All you women are petty. That's why you guys are never going to regain your friendship. Just a whole lot of pettiness. It was just ridiculous, you know? Caused Phaedra secretive. And Phaedra's like, wow. I mean, if you really can think that about me, then I mean that it's no surprise that we're not friends anymore. And then Candy's like, okay, whatever. I'm like, damn, did it really have to come to this? Really, you know? Yeah. So then we delve into the whole Candy and Todd situation. Okay, guys, Candy and Todd worked my last fucking nerves this entire season. They have become a two-headed monster. Okay, and it's just very annoying. You know, Candy gets ultra defensive, alright? Todd can't do no wrong in her eyes. Unless Mama Joyce is involved. Then he's done all the wrong. But apart from that, don't come for her man. You know, they're just like, it's just like, nah, you guys, bring it down a few notches, okay? Really. Alright, so, sorry guys. Yeah. Basically, all I have to say is the friendship is over. If it wasn't done before, it is done now. It's done now. Because the way Candy and Todd tag teamed the shit out of Phaedra, guys, I felt really sorry for her. You know, Phaedra, yes, she has her ways. She is secretive. She does certain things. But I mean, damn, guys, man, you know. So Todd just calls her out about knowing, you know, he's like, you want to be so far in my life. However, you mean to tell me living with Apollo, you didn't suspect what he was doing. Get the fuck out of here. But yeah, so Todd calls her out. And, you know, it's just like, he says she's smarter than, you know, she makes out to be. She's way smarter than that, okay? She's a lawyer. She's a mortician, whatever it is. All right? And yes, that's true. But at the end of the day, Todd... I don't even know what I'm getting at right now, but at the end of the day, alright, it's just too much water under the bridge now for them to even resolve anything. And obviously, Apollo's not there to defend or, you know, say his piece. It's just a whole lot of bullshit. And then they get into the whole discussion about the money. And then they start pulling out receipts and shit, emails and all this. It's just like, damn, alright, you know what? As much as you think you guys are going to really salvage this friendship, it ain't happening, okay? It ain't happening, alright? Candy and Todd are petty as fuck, okay? Because haven't you learned your lesson? Every time Candy goes into business with friends, it never works out. So why the fuck do you continue to do so? And you're always getting hurt and losing friends at the end of it. Look what happened to you and Kim. Alright, you can miss me with this shit, man. Damn. Yeah, that friendship's done. So then they get into the whole altercation that we did not see, okay? So apparently at Phaedra's Christmas party, Portia got into a fight. Never before seen clip. Okay, so they show it, and it shows Portia running and screaming. Was that Portia, or was that Jamie running away from Portia? Let's just say that was Portia. Portia was running, guys. Screaming, chasing after someone called Jamie. And by the sounds of it, Jamie got her ass fucked up. So then Andy just brings up the fact that Portia has now been in 3 altercations. 3, alright? Kenya, Cynthia, and now this. And it's a bad look. It really is a bad look, because it makes her seem as though she's very unstable and very uncontrollable. You know, she just launches out at everyone and just lashes out at everyone and just gets into fights. And, you know, as much as I don't want to think that of Portia, I do get that impression as well. You know, I do get that impression. I kind of do. But I can also defend her in some sense, and I'll get into that, okay? So basically, Nene Nene just tells her, look, I've been on the show for too damn long now, okay? I am furniture. Alright? I have gotten in my fair share of arguments, and I have been read for that. I've been called out for that. I've been judged for that. But never have I ever put hands on someone. And now I had to think back, because you know Nene be getting so close into people's faces. Has she ever put her hands on someone? Not really, actually. She has not. Alright. Okay. Alright, so yes, she's got into her fair share of arguments, but never has she put her hands on someone. And, you know, you need to be able to control yourself. Yes, you can argue, but the minute you put your hands on someone, it's a bad fucking look. And I completely agree with that. However, some people deal with certain situations differently. Now, if you're going to be all up in someone's face, and, you know, you're making threats, and you're doing all this, hoo-ha, you know, doing all that, what the fuck do you expect? Someone's going to try and defend themselves, you know? I'm just saying, a lot of people don't deal well with someone getting into their face, especially when someone is continuously being provoked. Now, let's take, for example, Kenya. Kenya knows how to work. I can't talk English. Kenya knows how to work people's nerves. Okay, she will dig in deep to the point where you want to fuck her up so badly. And then the minute you do so, you look like the bad person, even though she has pushed you to that limit. You know, and obviously, Portia's one of those that if you keep talking at her and you keep saying all these crazy things, you're going to get your ass beat. It's not the best way. Maybe she's on the wrong show. Maybe she should be on Bad Girls Club. I don't know. But, you know, you can't... I guess you can blame both parties, okay? Portia's a grown-ass woman, alright? She's past 35. I don't know how old she is. She's just old enough to know that you shouldn't be putting your hands on anyone, especially not on camera. Alright? If you're going to put your hands on someone, don't do it on camera. Because the minute you do so, that does really take away all your opportunities, okay? No one's going to want to work with you because people are going to be fearing for their lives, okay? And then, you know, obviously, while they're talking about that, Kenya starts making her side comments, and I'm like, this is the type of things you do that make someone want to fuck you up. And that's what Kenya started doing. And then she says, you know, I am going to speak for myself. However, I will say that other women feel uncomfortable. And I'm like, all right, okay. You know, and the ladies do kind of agree. They're like, that is true, all right? And, you know, obviously Candy chimes in. Candy's like, you know, this isn't the first time you did it. It ain't the second time you did it. And that was the first time. And I'm like, oh! And I'm like, Candy, you have been in your fair share of arguments too. And you have popped off. You have gone crazy, okay? Remember when you had that red fucking Bozo the Clown hair? Huh? You were about to put hands on Mallory? You remember that? You didn't do it. You didn't do it. But you're about to. You didn't even have to touch it. And I felt threatened in that moment, okay? That was, yeah, okay? Alright. But again, they can also always argue, well, we've never physically put our hands on anyone, whereas Portia has. So that's where the difference is. And, yeah, you know, Portia then says, every time she gets into an altercation, she regrets it. She feels remorseful. And then Cynthia says, well, no, that's a lie. That's a lie because you still keep talking about the kick to the puss, okay? You keep talking about it, all right? You keep talking about it. That whole situation, you were calling me a bitch. You were saying I'm going to come for you when I see you. And I'm like, oh, Portia's making threats? Damn. I mean, I know Portia's got hands, but I would not be scared of her in any type of way, shape or form. No. But, you know, yeah, so Cynthia thinks that's a lie. Portia can't really defend herself. So then, you know, Kenya goes as far as to call her out for not taking her... for not taking responsibility for her actions and always making excuses. Now, that sounds mighty familiar, and I'll tell you why. Because Kenya does the same shit. Huh? Kenya does the same shit. Alright? Kenya had a point. It's true. It is true. Portia never she doesn't take responsibilities for her actions. She's always making excuses. She's always like, well, you did this to me, so I had to do that. Well, yeah, well, you grabbed my hand. But Kenya, you do the same thing. You just did the same thing with the whole Chrissy situation. You always do that. You did that in all 3 parts of this reunion. You never take responsibilities for any of your actions. Okay, you don't do it. And that's probably why Kenya and Portia don't get along, because they're the same fucking person in some sense. You know? Yes, Kenya's slightly more irritating, but they both have similar ways. That's probably why they don't get along. I was sitting there like, oh, Kenya, but you tried it. You do the same damn shit, the fuck? Alright. But yeah, she had a point. And then, all I have to say about that whole thing is, if anyone should be giving Portia advice, it should be Nene, simply because she's been on the show for long. She's been in many altercations. However, she has not put her hands on anyone, and she has made a successful career, okay? Alright? And the next person that should talk to her is obviously Cynthia. Cynthia doesn't get in altercation. She hasn't. She says she's never been in an altercation her entire life, apart from this one time that Portia calls her to do so. Alright? And also, Kim Fields. These are the women you should be getting advice from. Candy should have shut her mouth. Sheree, Phaedra, alright, but damn not Kenya, no. Alright? And then Portia just basically says, you know, she's seeking help, you know, she's getting anger management. I didn't know it was that deep, but come to think of it, she really does be putting her hands on people, and it's just, yeah, it's not a good look, especially when you're on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay? Bad Girls Club, maybe. Love and Hip Hop, maybe. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, maybe. Real Housewives of Atlanta, we don't do that. Okay? But yeah, guys, that was really where the reunion ended. You know, the ladies just kind of talk about, you know, how they are now. I don't even know what they said at the end. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't paying attention. I was just happy the shit was over. But guys, this is ItsASheThIngTV. Please make sure to comment, like, subscribe. I will review Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. It comes on today, right? Alright, we'll see. But guys, thank you so much for rocking with me this season. To all the dislikers, get a fucking life. Alright. Please make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. God bless you all. And yeah. Alright. That's the end of Real Housewives of Atlanta. There's another episode next week. I don't know what it's for. Alright. Bye, guys. Mwah.